Good morning, Oklahoma, and welcome to Cow-Calf Corner. Our topic this week, as we kind of continue on this calving season theme, is dystocia and abnormal presentations. Now, dystocia means we have a difficult birth or something happens abnormally, may require assistance. It prolongs the process. None of us want to have to pull calves or help. We like for that to go well. And typically, the biggest thing we see that causes dystocia is a fetus that's too big to fit through a birth canal, too small. This can be a calf issue, it can be a cow issue or heifer issue, or a combination of both. But we have found over the last few decades that effective application of selection pressure for calving ease traits like birth weight, shape of that fetus, we can pretty effectively identify calving ease bulls to use on our heifers and eliminate or go a long ways towards eliminating that cause of dystocia. Second biggest cause of dystocia is an abnormal presentation of the fetus. Now, what's a normal presentation? Well, if we imagine that I'm a calf fetus and I start through the birth canal with front feet out and head tucked right above them, that would be a normal anterior presentation of a beef fetus. That's what we expect to see. Over 80% of the time, if we see a normal presentation and the fetus isn't too big to fit through the birth canal, we see an unassisted birth and no problems. So what is the incidence of an abnormal presentation? Well, from the literature I review, it's somewhere around 5% on average. Anything that deviates from that normal presentation, whether it is a front leg bent back, tucked back a little bit, a calf coming backwards, sideways, twisted, we've got an abnormal presentation, and we need to be on top of that in order to try to correct it so that we can get that calf actually born alive. Which is why we always talk about, even if we're calving cows or we've effectively identified calving ease bulls to use, it's worth observing the cows during calving, particularly those first calf heifers. The earlier we can correct an abnormal presentation, the more likely we are to see a calf born unassisted. It sometimes takes a little skill in order to get that done. May require the assistance of a veterinarian. If we can't correct that abnormal presentation, that calf may come out through a C-section birth. So let's keep an eye on cows during calving season. Let's realize that abnormal presentations are really not a genetic thing. If we compare those to a birth weight, which in the American Angus Association sire summary has got about a 46% heritability, or a calving ease direct phenotype, which in that same database has got about a 19% heritability. The heritability of an abnormal presentation is effectively zero, which means in essence, it is a random event and beyond our ability to select against. So it may happen. Let's keep an eye on those cattle during calving season. I hope this helps, and as always, thanks for being with us on Cow-Calf Corner.